The name you mentioned sound Igbo because Igbo names were introduced to my family in the last two generations, but prior generations were all Edo Benin names. When it comes to the names we bear, my family and most Olona people, if you come into Onitsha particularly, as I know that it's equally the same, similar to most Anioma communities, the names you will find are Benin names. Okay. The Igbo names did not come into our communities until late 1800s stroke early 1900.
Wow.
And the reason being that ancestrally, we are from Benin.
A few moments later.
Chima was a noble, a well-known person, noble or not. Proficient and well-known in his tradition as an Igbo man, because he was a proficient traditional medicine man and a metaphysicist. As our history has it, he was one of the best of the time.
The Obi of Onitsha Mmili Oreze had worshipped at Anioma, that is Anioma shrine, sometime at Onitsha Olona. Therefore, the reverence of Anioma and its worship was a practice of the early Obis, particularly the founding figures like Obi Oreze, establishing the deep historical ties between Onitsha and Onitsha Olona. That is Onitsha Mmili now and Onitsha Olona. This establishes a very deep ancestral historical relationship between Onitsha Mmili and Onitsha Olona. Now, this is for those who like to claim that they are not Igbo by saying Onitsha Olona was called a Homioto or Homina. It was named Onochiane. It translated now, which was later misinterpreted by the Igbos as a Homioto or Homina. This is untrue. Now, this history book written by our father, Chief Sir Azukego Michael Odibo, attests to the fact that there's an existing historical ancestral relationship between Onitsha Mmili and Onitsha Olona. So the foundation of Onitsha Mmili and Onitsha Olona is Igbo. They are sons of Ezechima.
In analyzing the Anioma people, Don C. Ohamike wrote about Anioma origins. Anioma people may therefore be rightly regarded as a branch of the wider Igbo community who live on the western side of the broad valley of the lower Niger. They may also be regarded as the descendants of those Igbo men and women who, because of a combination of land shortages and population growth, began to cross the Niger in the 9th century AD to occupy some inviting sites on the west bank of the river. In their new homelands, they had the Edo-speaking groups as their western and northern neighbors, and the Isoko, Uwebo, the Ijo, as their southern neighbors. As time went on, people from these communities began to join the established Anioma communities. I just read a portion of the work done by Don C. Ohamike, who looked at the origins of the Anioma people. You know, because of revisionism, some people tend to spread several narratives concerning the origin of Mbe Anioma. So, as an Anioma historian, as an Igbo historian, I decided to look at works done by other historians on this subject and review their work with you.